So now that you've come to my channel and you're getting into more of these functional training exercises, another exercise that I truly enjoy and I think is pivotal for a lot of the motions we need to do is a unilateral chest press. So with this one, I'm going to have that cable set up, shoulder, pec level, a lot of stuff we can do from this position. So now the way I want to set this up is I want to get into a nice bilateral stance. Whenever I'm using the cable, I always want to make sure I'm kind of to one side or the other of that kind of anchor, where that cable's come from, that band's coming from. If I stand in front of it, now that cable has to go around me, and I'm going to lose some resistance on that. So I always want to make sure I'm kind of to the side of that. Give that cable some space, so I'm not always hitting myself. So to set myself up, I kind of come out a little bit, and then from here, I can feel that cable wants to pull me that direction. So I'm going to fight against that a little bit, get my nice kind of neutral athletic stance. The heavier the weight is, the more you're going to kind of have to be in your hips, right? Because otherwise, if you're really tall, people like kind of just lean forward a lot. And if I'm leaning forward, I'm not in my hips. I'm kind of using my weight to get me in position. We don't want to do that. We want to be in a good position so we can manipulate the weight. So I'm in my hips. I got a nice heavy weight here. I got my cable to the side of me. From here, I want to keep the cable where it's at and just kind of rotate towards it a little bit. Always getting that thoracic rotation. So now that I'm rotated, I want to start pressing. I can feel all the load on this side of the body. Now, maintaining the hips, keeping the core, keeping the pec, I then want to transition through that motion. So I'm loaded. I'm going to start to press a little bit to feel everything really fire up. And then I'm really reaching out, like I'm trying to punch someone straight in front of me, and then I get that thoracic rotation to the side. So I load, press, rotate. Notice my hips are nice and level, not letting them move. Everybody's biggest mistake with this one is that instead of just reaching forward with that handle, they try to come across their body. When you do that, you're losing tension, and you're kind of, instead of you getting the rotation from the upper body, you're just trying to move the whole body to account for that. Just a compensation pattern. So I'll do this side. So I rotate in, start to press, and then I rotate through, really getting that reach. What I don't want to do is come across me this way, because now you see my whole body's moving. I don't even feel tension. My pec is soft right now. There's no tension in my pec. I want to keep this guy engaged, where even out here I can feel it flexing. All right, so let's go through a couple reps. Still solid at the top. Really using the pec, but using the core to really facilitate that whole motion. Just like you watched my previous videos, functional training is full body, but it's emphasizing the core. Every exercise is going to emphasize that core. So now what I can do in this to make it more challenging, without adding weight, I can stress my posture a little bit. So now instead of being real low, trying to keep the base to control that heavy weight, I can get in a more vulnerable position by getting taller, where that weight wants to pull me more. Now, I really got to fight against that weight, and that's going to challenge my posture a lot. So if someone that wants to focus more on posture, then this is where I want to be. How tall can you get and go through that exercise? So go ahead, guys, give that one a shot. Please like my videos, subscribe. Look for the next video here on the cable row.